Linda from Barlates Body Blitz. Welcome to Pilates Beginners Total Mat. For today's workout, all you will need is a mat. If you want to, you can intensify all of the exercises by either adding some ankle weights or a resistance loop just above the knees, and even some light dumbbells for some of the exercises. Okay, we're going to get straight into it. I want you to start off in a modified plank position, so just make sure your arms are lined up underneath your shoulders, your tummy's pulled in, and we've got our feet approximately hip width apart. We're going to curl our toes under, we're going to come up into a full plank, come down, up, down, then come down to our elbows, and same thing, up, down, back up on our hands, up, down, and down on our elbows, up, down. So I want you to hold your core super still as you move those legs and try to replace your hands with your elbows. So put your hands exactly where your elbows were and your elbows exactly where your hands were, if that makes sense. Up, down. So we're trying to heat up the entire body here. We're doing a few more of these. Up, down. One more in the up, down, and last one in the down, up, down. Nice job. Come back into the up. We're going to do what's called a Pilates push-up. So if you want to modify this, you can keep your glutes up in the air. I'll show you the easiest version. You come down with your elbows, then come up with your legs, up with the elbows, down with your legs. If you want to make it a bit tougher, scoot your legs out so that you're in kind of a modified plank position. Keep your toes curled under, come down with the elbows, up with the legs, up with the elbows, down with the legs. So I'm going to keep going with this, but you choose your level. We're only coming down part of the way with the arms, and we're only doing two more like this. Down, up, down, one more, down, up, down. Now push back for a second, deep breath in, and we're going to now take our arms wider with our fingertips slightly turning out. So this is a wider push-up position. Again, you can either scoot forward or you can come more upright, and we're doing the same thing again. We're going to come down with the chest, up with the knees, up with the chest, down with the knees. Down, knees, push up, knees. Down, knees, push up, knees. Just go down to about halfway so you can feel your chest engaging. Just go for two more, and up, down, up, and up. Nice job. Now come back. Now we're going to go from a narrow push-up with the fingertips forward out to a wide push-up, okay? So we're only going halfway down. If you want to scoot forward like me, you don't need to curl your toes under this time. We're staying on the knees. So it's going to be down, then walk your hands out and down. Then walk your hands back in. Your arms are close to your rib cage during that triceps push-up, and out. If you prefer not to turn your fingertips out during the wide push-up but want them facing the front, you can do that too. Depending on how wide your mat is, you might want to go to the edge of your mat or even go off your mat like I am. Down. Let's do two more in each position. Wide, down. Last time on the in, and last time on the out. Nice job. Come back. Push your armpits down towards the mat. Stretch that out. Deep breath in. One last thing in that push-up plank position. So come back forward. You can come down onto your elbows, and we're going to stay on our knees, and we're going to open up side to side. Now come up onto your toes and bring your knee in, come back on your knees, side to side, Then come up on your toes, bring your knee in and your knee in. Come back down, side to side, up on your toes, knee in as close to your elbow as you can, back down. 2 more sets, side to side, up on your toes, knee in, and this is the last one, side to side, it's up on your toes, knee in, nice job. Bring it back again, deep breath in and out, stretching out through those arms. And now we're going to lie down on our side and work our outer thighs. So you can either stay up like this on your elbow, or if you prefer, you can come all the way down, and this is the beginner's position, and rest your head in your hands. Stack your hips on top of each other and put your feet in line with the corner of the mat. Now make sure you're not rolling out to the ceiling, but try to keep your chest forward. You can place your other hand in front, and we're just going to point both our feet, flex through both of our thighs, and just start raises. So these are your traditional raises, and we're going to start with these just to get the heat in that outer thigh, in that outer hip. Hold your tummies in and really relax through your upper body, up and up, up and up. We're going to do some variations so that you're getting all of the muscles in that outer thigh. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I want you to take your toe and draw up to your leg and then extend and down. So you're drawing with your toe along the inside of your leg, extending and coming back down. Here your knee is turning towards you, and here it's turning back to the front, okay? So yes, you are rotating a little bit. We're opening up through the hips and we're creating nice long lines here. A few more like this and down. So when you come down, think about stretching your leg long to the opposite side of the room. Go for 3 and down, and 2 and down, and last 1 and down. Now we're going to keep our leg hovering like this. We're going to bend our heel in twice and extend. Beat it in and extend. Twice and extend. So it's heel as close to your glute and extend. I'm keeping my leg hovering so that I'm keeping that outer thigh engaged. And then I'm extending and I'm squeezing through the front of my thigh. In and straight. In and straight. So as my heel comes towards my glute, I'm feeling my hamstring engaging as well. Can you feel that? Go for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Nice job. One last thing, I want you to bend your leg. I want you to bring your knee to the back of your bottom leg, and then your toe. It's your knee and your toe. Knee and toe. Try to twist through the hip and get it all the way as far up as possible. Squeeze. Keep your heel towards your glute. Down and down. If you can't actually touch your leg because you can't twist that far, that's fine. Just go to your level, but try to keep everything else still and you're just moving that leg. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. We're going to come up and just quickly stretch that leg out by bringing it across and hugging the knee in. Deep breaths here. Stretching out through that outer thigh. And we're going to do that same series now to the other side. So, line yourself up again, either on your shoulder, or if you want to, either on your elbow, or if you want to come down, just rest your head in your hands, Keep your hips stacked on top of each other and move your toes to the corner of the mat. Both kneecaps are facing the front, okay? Then you just start raising up and up. So the important thing here is that the kneecaps stay to the front of the room. You're not turning them up to the ceiling. Up and up. Up and up. Focus on this area here where your hip meets your outer thigh. This is where all the work is happening. Up and up. Breathe through it. Remember that lengthening motion, so you're lengthening long as well as raising. I'm never actually coming down all the way. I'm trying to just keep the focus on the up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to draw with that toe, come all the way up and down. So your kneecap is to the front, then it's to the ceiling and back down to the front. So really important to come down with your legs in line. It's rotate open and down. Rotate open and down. Try to get your legs straight. If you can't get your leg as close to the body as I am, or as far up as I am, then just go to your level, but try to get it as straight as you can. A few more like this. Lengthening as well for 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Now remember that strong flexed leg and bring the heel in and back out. In for 2 and out. In for 2 and out. So you're trying to get your heel as close to the glute as you can, and then stretching out long, back with the kneecaps on top of each other and both facing to the front. In for 2 and out. In for 2 and out. Really try to think hamstring as you bring your heel in and squeeze the quad as you extend the leg. The higher the better, so think high so that you're engaging this outer hip and outer thigh area. In for 2 and out. In for 2 and out. Keep going for a few more like this. And out. Go for 4, 3, 2, last 1. Nice job. Now we're going to bring our knee and our toe. Knee and toe. As far as you can. If you can turn your knee all the way up to the ceiling here, that's ideal. But if you can't quite get it there, then that's fine. Just do your best. Knee and toe. Knee and toe. Really twisting through those hips and squeezing each time. You're never leaving this area unsqueezed, okay? Keep it contracted the whole time. Down and up. Down and up. Keep going, a few more like this. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. We're going to sit up and just stretch that leg over like we did on the other side. So I want you to pull the knee in and just think about this glute here stretching. Deep breaths. You don't have to pull in hard. You're going to feel that stretch straight away. Feels really good. Now we're just going to do a few triceps dips, okay? But we're not going to do tough ones. We'll just try to activate those triceps. So I want your fingertips facing towards your hips. Your hands are quite close in and your shoulders are down and back. We're going to start with our butt on the floor and we're just going to push up. It's back and up. Back and up. Keep your neck long, look straight ahead. And really think about squeezing the tricep, the back of your arm on the way up. It's back and up. Back and up. A few more like this. Down and up. Go for 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to pick up our hips and just pulse down, up. Down, up. They're tiny ones, like those half push-ups we did. Go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back down. So we're going to do a combination here. We're going to do 4 of these. 4, 3, 2, 1. Then lift your hips slightly and 4 pulses. 3, 2, 1. Come back down and it's 4, 3, 2, 1. Now lift your hips and tiny ones. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back down. Just one more set. 4, 3, 2, 1. And come back up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit down and just come forward and stretch your hands forward. Interlace and stretch your arms back. And then just bring your arm across, because shoulders always get worked when you do your triceps. It's all connected. Great job. Just roll through the shoulders backwards and forwards. And now we're going to do a set of abdominal exercises. I'm going to do it in this seated position, and I'm going to place my hands behind me like before with my fingertips to the front so that I'm still engaging my triceps. If this is too hard, you can either come down on your elbows or you can even lie all the way down. Okay, that's going to take the arms out of it, and it's going to take some of the hip flexor work out of it. So we're using our mat as a guideline. We're going to stay with our upper body centered, and we're bringing our toes to the front of the mat, and we're going to imagine there's something in the middle of the mat that we're lifting our legs over. So if you actually want to put something there, you can. And we're trying to lift and lightly tap the floor with our toes, but not actually rest down. So you're pivoting almost on your tailbone. If you need to put something underneath your tailbone because it's a little bit too hard for your... So you're pivoting on your tailbone. If you need to place something under your tailbone, you can either double up your mat or put a towel under there. Go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Now we're just going to change it slightly. We're going to go across, 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 okay? So it's like you're starting with one leg and the other leg is following. Across, 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 across. Hold your tummies in here. Really try and keep everything flat. Across and across. Go for 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Nice job. Now we're going to split our legs so that our feet are slightly facing out, and we're going to come up and in and back down. Up and in and back down. Up and in and back down. Up and in, back down. Once again, tapping our toes, not resting down. Blow out on the up. Down. It's up, down, up, down. Go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now comes the fun part. We're going to put those together. We're going to start with our feet on the front. We're going to do 4 of each, okay? So we're starting with the 4 double leg. Deep breath in. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now split the legs. 2, 3, 4. Now wide, up and in. 2, 3, 4. Now start on the back side. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now split the legs. 2, 3, and 4. Now open and it's center. 2, 3, 4. Start at the front again. Deep breath in, it's both together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now split the legs. 2, 3, 4. Open up and it's center. 2, 3, 4. We've got one more set, but what I want you to do is just cross your legs and just release through the hips for a second. Deep breath in, and then we're coming back into it for the last set. I just wanted you to release, so we're starting at the back and we're doing double legs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Split the legs. 2, 3, 4. Open up and center. 2, 3, and 4. Awesome job. So we're going to lie down and do a few in the thighs. So it's nice to lie down, bring your legs up in the air. We're going to turn our knees out and bring our heels together, and we're just going to start with plie and press. Plie and press. So it's like a little frog, and then you're pressing your feet up and your legs straight. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Imagine that you're trying to straighten your legs and get your inner thighs and your calves and your heels all as close together as you can. Go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to beat our legs, cross them over. Nice and fast, cross, 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 cross. If you want to engage a little bit of lower abs, you can bring your legs slightly further down. So you're going to feel your lower abs there. If you want to engage your upper abs, put your hand behind your head and just come further up like this. Okay, but I want you to focus on keeping your legs super straight and just cross, 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 cross. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now come back together. We're going to separate and bend, press, bend, press, bend, press. So you're keeping one leg slightly lower than the other, but still keeping your knees turned out so your inner thighs are doing the work. Pressing up, pressing up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to switch which leg is on top and do it again. Up and up. Try to really straighten those legs. Straight, straight. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back together to the starting position. Now we're going to do 4 of each. So 4 little plies, 4 little crosses, then one leg 4, and then other side 4. Okay, so start with the plies. It's down and 1, 2, 3, 4. Cross it. 1, 2, 3, 4. One leg on top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Other leg on top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to the center. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cross it. 1, 2, 3, 4. One leg on top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to center. Doesn't matter which leg is on top, as long as you switch. Cross it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch it. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, cross, 2, 3, 4, plie, 2, 3, 4, other side, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Awesome job. Now just come down, put your feet on the mat, and we're going to do a few hip thrusts because we love those. So I want you to think about making the space between your hips and your rib bones smaller. So breathe in through the nose and then blow out and lift and tilt your hip bones, okay? So that's the action. We're going to keep our arms wide, our feet parallel and approximately hip width apart, and we're just going to breathe in through the nose and so we're tilting rather than lifting. Tilt, tilt. Squeeze your glutes and tilt your hips. What you're doing is straightening out from your knee to your hip bone, okay? That's what you're aiming for, a straight line there. Tilt, tilt. What we're going to start doing is with each tilt, we're going to bring one knee in, okay? So we're going to be walking in, tilt, tilt. Remember that tilt. So you're trying to lift and tilt as well as bring the knee in. Tilt and tilt. It's not a huge lift. And tilt. Let's go for 4. And in. 3. And in. 2. And in. And last one. And in. Nice job. Come back down. Knees together, feet apart, and we're going to come up and down. This time it's not a tilt, this time it's just a push up with the hips. You're pushing your hips up and squeezing your glutes. It's an up and a down. It's an up and a down. So you're squeezing your knees together and you're really trying to feel your inner thighs as well as your glutes squeezing up and a down. You're only coming down for a split second, then pushing back up and a down, up and a down. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Now we're going to walk our feet together and keep our knees apart, and we're doing the same thing up and down, trying to come up and really pushing the hips to the ceiling, squeezing the glutes on the up, push. Still feeling some inner thigh, you can press your heels together here, up and down, up and down. Go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Bring your hands underneath and just relax through that back. Deep breath in and roll up. And we're doing one last little series for the abs. So I want you to hold on to the back of your knees and blow the air out and then just come back. Now pretend your feet are anchored. If you find this really difficult, you can hook your feet underneath some weights or underneath a sofa, okay? But if you can, try to get your hands in the middle with your fingertips touching. If you need to be further upright, that's okay. If you can come further back, this is where the work is. So we're just going to come back, center, back, center. We're not going to touch our elbow down. We're just going to twist through the waist and twist. And the further back you can twist your elbow, the more you're going to feel that in your waist. And twist, twist, and twist. Now, if you want to advance this a little bit, we're going to start picking up the leg on the same side that we're twisting. So it's going to be like this, just a tiny pick up, pick up, pick up, pick up. So you're engaging your lowers with your uppers. Remember, you can be all the way up here. This is still doing the same thing, but it's not going to be quite as tough. But if you want more work, you can come lower. Twist and twist. Let's go for 4 and 3 and 2 and last 1. Awesome job. You're done. We're just going to stretch it out. I want you to come into like a mermaid stretch. Stretching out all the way, really lengthening through the side body. We engaged every muscle group here. Even though it was a short, sharp mat workout, you can be sure that you worked every single muscle in your body. Push-ups work pretty much your entire upper body and your core. Put your legs over to the other side. So they're a fantastic exercise for your arms, for your back, for your chest, for your triceps, especially with all those triceps push-ups. Then we worked your hips, your outer thighs, your abs, your inner thighs. Lots of different muscle groups in a short dynamic mat workout. Suitable for all fitness levels. No impact at all. So no jarring of the joints. Just push your arm across. Keep your shoulder down there, and then other side. Push your shoulder down and arm across. And we're just going to stretch out through the inner thighs. Just come forward slightly, stretching out in here. All those little plies we did and those switches definitely got in there. And then just bring one leg in and just chest towards your thigh, stretching out your hamstring. That feels really nice. And then just lean over and heel to your glute to stretch out the front of the thigh. Lots of quad work today. Lots of front of thigh work. And then we're going to do the other side. So bring your heel in and just lower your chest towards that thigh. You don't have to come low. Just try to keep your legs straight and flat and your back nice and flat. And then over onto your elbow and bring your glute and your heel close together, straightening out the front of that thigh. And then just come into a child's pose with your arms in front and press your shoulders down to the mat. You can widen your knees here. And then just bring one arm across and let the weight of your body drop down over that shoulder. And then other side. And sitting cross-legged, I just want you to hold on to your knee and push behind, twisting through your spine. And then other side. And last thing, interlace, pull up, side to side. Once more. Another side, and that is it. Thanks so much for joining me for my Pilates Beginners Total Mat Workout. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you at the next segment.